Hey dolls, today I have a very exciting video for you. I am going to show you how I got my white slash platinum blonde hair. I wouldn't say it's white, definitely platinum. I've watched a lot of videos on this, and I just want to say from my personal experience, I do this myself, that I found some of the videos wrong, I guess, and kind of like informative. So my goal today is to show you the products that I use, show you or tell you, because some of the products I am out of, how I maintain my my platinum hair, and that's pretty much it. I'm just going to go ahead and roll on into the video, and hopefully I can answer a lot of the questions that you have about going blonde. Okay, first of all, my hair was, I don't know if you can tell, but it's this really dark color. It was black. And first and foremost, I would say if your hair is dyed darker than your normal color is, I would suggest that you let your hair fade and fade and fade as much as you can, because that really helps with the lifting process. There's less color or pigment to lift out. So my hair was black, and my original color is probably like a really, really, really dirty blonde, and I went from brown to black, and then at that point I was ready to be blonde again, go figure. So what I did was, you can wash your hair with laundry detergent, preferably the powder, and that will help fade the color of your hair. So I did do that, and when I felt that it was faded enough, I went ahead and bleached it. But if your hair is really dark naturally and there's no like fading to be done, what I would suggest for you to do is be patient. I've heard people say that it takes months and blah, 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 blah. I achieved this look from this dark color underneath here, wrong way, in a day. Now, you are going to get some damage. How much just kind of depends on your hair and the kind of hair you have and how you normally take care of it. So, if you do have dark hair that won't fade, I would suggest go ahead and bleach it. Put a really, really, really good deep conditioner on it. If you have to spend the money, do it, because your hair is worth it. Put a really good deep conditioner on it and bleach it again. Now, let me stop right here and just say that I will not be held responsible for any damage that you do to your hair. I'm telling you this from my experience and what I've done. So if you find this helpful, then by all means go ahead, but make sure that you're careful and make sure that you are going to take very good care of your hair. By the way, before I go any further, I know someone will probably ask, on my lips today, I have 912C from Wet n Wild, and I layered that with LA Colors Glossy Lips and Pink Icing. Okay, back to the purpose of this video. So what I use on my hair is, now my beauty supply is probably 30 minutes away, so when I do go there, I try to like get the bigger containers and stuff like that, so I don't have to go back as often, because I do bleach my roots. I get the Clairol Professional Basic White Extra Strength, and this is a powder lightener. And then as far as developer, when I dyed the length of my hair from such a dark color, I did use a 30 volume. When I do my roots, however, I use 20 because, like I say, they're lighter. And it's equal parts of these two things. And I just grab any bowl that I have and a mixing brush. Now, once you have your mixture, which is the developer and the powder lightener, you mix it together, and what I do is I have a mirror here, I'm just gonna be looking this way, is I'll just make a part with the end of my brush, and make sure you're wearing gloves if you're using bleach, and you just kind of like paint it on, and then you go to the next section. Now, if you're doing the full length of your hair, if you're doing the full length of your hair, you want to start at your ends, because the warmth of your scalp is going to heat up the mixture and make it process faster. So to have like the same color, you definitely want to start with the end of your hair. So that's basically all you do for bleaching. Now, like I said, if you bleach it and your hair there's a couple things that could happen. It could turn orange, yellow, red. It just depends what undertones you have in your hair. Mine personally, it wasn't so orange, but it definitely had hints of orange in it. So I used a Wella brand toner called White Lady, or I think it's either White Lady or Ivory Lady. You can find them at your local beauty supply. And I let that sit on for probably 20 minutes and then rinsed it out. And if you still don't have the desired color, you can always put an actual color on top of what you bleached, like a blonde dye. And hopefully that should help. And if you bleach it once with this and it's still too dark or it's not blonde enough, you can bleach again. But like I said, make sure that you're really, really conditioning in between. I know some people say that you shouldn't condition. Absolutely condition your hair in between if you're going to do it this way. Now, there's no guarantees that this will not totally fry your hair off. Like I said, this is all about how your hair is and what you feel that you can do to your hair. And if you look at my hair, it's not so healthy, but it's pretty healthy. I mean, you definitely will lose some length. Like, just know that from the start, you're going to lose some length because you're going to have to cut your hair. And my hair is still pretty long. It's been 3 or 4 months since I dyed it, and I did definitely have to take some of my length off. And if you're going to bleach it twice, go ahead and just bleach it and then use your developer. And at that point, you shouldn't have to put a dye over it, but if you need to, you can. Now, you should know when you go to Sally's what you need. Sally's in my area, but whatever beauty supply you have near you, you should have someone working there look at your hair and tell you what color undertones you have. So that way you know what kind of developer to get, because like I said, you can have red, orange, yellow, and I'm sure there are some others I'm not really familiar with. But now I want to talk about what to do, how to upkeep your platinum hair. What I use the Shimmer Lights Purple Shampoo, and you can get this I got mine at Sally's, like I said, and mine was almost $10, which is a fair price for what it does. And it is, if you haven't seen this stuff, it is actually purple. So it definitely is a purple shampoo, and what this does is it counteracts the yellows and the reds and the orange tones that you have in your hair from bleaching it. So I would absolutely say that this is a must-have, and with this it will continue to get your hair lighter and lighter. Another thing is to make sure that you're regularly trimming. Make sure that you're not using a cheap shampoo and conditioner, and by cheap, I don't mean drugstore. There are some good drugstore shampoo and conditioners out there that will work for you, but some that I would recommend are more of the higher end, such as Biolage and Redken. Biolage really, really works for me. Bio oil, that stuff's amazing. If you watched my last video, my haul, I got some bio oil and I absolutely love it. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. I can walk you through and help you in any way that I can going through this process, because I know that, you know, it's a nerve-wracking process bleaching your hair and not knowing how it's going to turn out. I totally understand. I've been there. So yeah, I have chicken and broccoli Alfredo in the oven, so I have to make sure that that's not burning. So please, please leave any questions you have down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.